to us about the work with Boots. Did you work together one time? Was it over multiple days? And how was the work beneficial?
Yeah, more than one time. Yeah, and he helped me really good, and I'm very grateful with him.
This is the first time that Canelo Alvarez has affirmed that Jaron Boots Ennis had been instrumental to his camp with his blistering speed, accuracy, and pressure to be able to mirror Crawford.
Do you think was there anything in particular that you guys worked on that you feel like was beneficial?
No, he worked his team. He's very similar to Crawford. He switched guards too. He's fast, and he's a pretty good fighter. So I work really good with him.
This is the first time Canelo Alvarez said that Jaron Boots was very important in his training, helping with his fast speed, accuracy, and pressure to copy Crawford's style.
There's an 85+ chance to beat Canelo. Why? He's not going in there to prove something, which will fall into Canelo's hand. He would love for him to prove something. That means you will stay there and try to prove something.
This matchup isn't random. Years ago, Canelo trained with Boots' brother to prepare for another tough opponent. Now, history repeats itself as the younger Boots helps in Canelo's camp. The fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford is shaping up to be one of the biggest in boxing. Bernard Hopkins supports Crawford, saying the weight could be an issue, but Crawford has all the skills to outbox Canelo.
If you mean about what is around the fight, yeah, is the biggest.
It'll be seen by the most people.
Yeah, you're right.
Stadium fight, the biggest event.
You're right.
Since the official announcement, excitement for this fight has exploded. Fans and experts are analyzing every detail, strategy, stamina, and more, knowing this match could change boxing history.
You know, it's Riyadh season, Netflix, everybody around this fight. You can see how big is this fight, no? And you have two of the best pound-for-pound fighters fighting each other. So Saturday, September 13th, we want to see who's the.
Tickets sold out quickly, and the media buzz is intense. In Las Vegas, the atmosphere already feels electric. This isn't just a fight between champions, it's a clash of legacies, styles, and eras, with both men proving their greatness.
You're not going to be as fast.
Right. He had to put on a lot of weight.
No, and one made a career at that weight class.
Adaptations.
The other one's just doing it for a money grab. He hasn't fought in 2 years.
Well, he was doing it for legacy, and he prepared for this. It's not like he just had a fight at 147 and then jumped up to 68 3 months later.
Yeah.
Like
That's a big jump though, isn't it?
He did a lot of training, put weight on, like real weight.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan and his team analyzed both fighters' preparation and motivation. They described Crawford's strategy as careful and focused, unlike another fighter accused of only chasing money. They pointed to Crawford's big jump in weight class and his long preparation as proof he's serious about this fight.
I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
Just because I think Crawford's that good.
Mm-hmm. I think this is the problem with boxing. They build these things up like, Jake and Tyson, and people think it's going to be this great product, or Crawford and Canelo, and there's not much action.
Bro, I'll tell you who's the real good.
They also discussed boxing in general, from celebrity fights like Jake Paul versus Tyson to major matchups like Crawford versus Canelo. He pointed out that promoters often build huge hype, but sometimes the fights don't live up to it, raising doubts about whether this one will be amazing or disappointing.
September 13th, right?
What do you think of this picture?
He looks good, but I like it because, it's when you realize it's going to be a good.
When asked about Terence Crawford's condition, Canelo Alvarez spoke with both excitement and respect. He said Crawford looks strong and ready after seeing photos and videos of him training with extra weight. For Canelo, this only adds motivation and confirms the fight will be a true battle between top fighters.
Something that I've known from the very beginning, that all the stuff I've mentioned, head movement, jab to the stomach, counter ability, resume, experience, all of that falls behind this one big reason why Canelo beats Crawford. Terence Bud Crawford is too small and not strong enough to block Canelo's punches. How are you going to win a fight when you can't block his?
Both fighters have impressive careers. Crawford is undefeated and ranked among today's elite. He's aiming to make history by becoming the undisputed champion in a third weight class during the four-belt era. In his fiery analysis, Showbiz the adult argued that Crawford won't be able to deal with Canelo Alvarez's size and power.
Floyd couldn't block his punches either. But Floyd is so fast. But also, he was fighting him at a catchweight of 152, where he can carry the weight better. He wasn't 38. That's another thing. He didn't allow Canelo to get to Crawford at 38, weighing in at 168, fighting at 168. His legs aren't going to have enough life to stay away from Canelo for 12. So what's another way to defend? Block. And he's not going to be able to block Canelo's punches.
He argued that Canelo's punches would be stronger because of the big weight difference. He believes Crawford could lose if he can't handle or counter the heavier man's power. For Canelo, the stakes are just as high. He's Mexico's biggest boxing star and still the face of the sport. Some fans believe he's already at the top, but a win over Crawford would prove he's the master of the higher weight classes and able to adapt to any challenge. When Terence Crawford arrived in Las Vegas for the grand arrivals, the atmosphere was electric. But not everyone welcomed him. Some of Canelo's fans jeered loudly as he passed through the crowd. It was classic fight week in Vegas, with passionate supporters cheering their hero and trying to rattle the opponent before the first punch is thrown. Crawford stayed calm, but the moment showed just how intense the tension is before this showdown.
Lose when you came in. This is going to be a pro-Canelo crowd. How you feeling about that?
Oh, this ain't nothing different than when I went to Scotland and fought Ricky Burns. So I'm cool with it.
It's nothing different at Allegiant Stadium, the biggest fight since Pacquiao and Mayweather.
Hey, listen, they all gonna be quiet come Saturday. Hey, listen, they can't fight for him, so it don't matter.
More than just belts are on the line in this fight. The winner will leave as the undisputed super middleweight champion, holding all 4 major titles. For Crawford, it would be historic. He'd become the first male fighter in the 4-belt era to be undisputed in 3 different divisions, cementing his place among the greatest of his generation. At the Las Vegas Grand Arrivals, Crawford's longtime trainer, Brian "Bomac" McIntyre, fired back at fans who shouted that Crawford would run from Canelo. Speaking with calm confidence, he said Crawford has never fought scared, never backed down, and his record proves it.
A lot of people in the crowd just now were saying Crawford's going to run. Are you preparing your guy to run?
Do it look like he's prepared to run?
I've never seen him run, but they think he will.
Have we let you down yet?
Terence Crawford answered with confidence and humor when asked about fans saying he was running from Canelo. Instead of being bothered, he turned it around, joking that if he runs, it will be with his fists chasing Canelo. His response showed he isn't intimidated by the challenge or the crowd. He plans to face the Mexican champion head-on, not back down.
When they say you're going to run, what do you have to tell them?
I already said it before. Before we got here, I said, I'm going to run upside his head. And that's what I said.
So he's going to run, but upside Canelo's head, according to everybody. That's right. I see.
Love each and every one of y'all, but come Saturday, y'all gonna be crying like I said.
When asked about the boos and doubters, Terence Crawford stayed calm and confident. He reminded everyone this isn't the first time fans have gone against him, and that no outsider can fight his battles. Instead of distracting him, the negativity gives him extra motivation, like icing on the cake. Crawford and Canelo stand nearly eye to eye, with Crawford at 5 feet 8 inches and Canelo about 5'7" 1/2. But the real gap is in weight and natural size. Crawford is moving up 2 full divisions, from junior middleweight to super middleweight, a rare leap into territory where opponents are heavier, stronger, and more accustomed to the power. John Ryder, who has fought Canelo himself, added perspective. Speaking from experience, he described the upcoming fight as a clash of 2 generations, where either man has the power to change everything with a single moment.
He's smaller, got the speed. Crawford is a special fighter. He's one of them generational greats as well. Like, you got 2 generational greats going up against each other there. And for the fight fans, it's a real treat. And listen, I'm sure financially they're both going to come away winners. But listen, it's a hell of a fight, and listen, I believe Canelo will come away victorious, but Terence Crawford has got the ability to make this really hard for him. The switch hitting, the punch variety, the punch volume. He's so smart with his hand placement, how he moves his feet. He can make it a nightmare for Canelo. But I just believe over the course of the 12 rounds, Canelo will grind him down with the weight advantage. And I'd say it beat him on a narrow points margin.
Ryder went further, analysing Canelo's style from first-hand experience. He explained that Canelo's danger isn't just in one punch, but in the relentless rhythm of his combinations. The constant pressure wears opponents down, with every move and shot delivered with purpose. Even top defensive fighters eventually break under it.
It's not one punch power, but it's like it's the consecutive punches he put together. He can really load up, and he doesn't seem to fade. He doesn't explode with 3 or 4 punches and then need to breathe to go again. He'll do it, and he'll put the second phase on it, and he'll put the heavy shots in again. So he's always there to throw. He's always in range to throw. He's always got the hands cocked to throw, and he doesn't waste much.
Canelo is a true 168-pound fighter with years of experience at middleweight, super middleweight, and even light heavyweight. He's absorbed bigger punches and built a style for these divisions, with punishing body shots and explosive counters. That could be the deciding factor on fight night. Meanwhile, Steve Nelson, one of Crawford's longtime sparring partners, pushed back against the constant focus on weight. He said critics have questioned size differences throughout Crawford's career, yet Crawford always finds a way to win. Nelson stressed that Crawford's versatility and experience against bigger, stronger opponents in the gym will make weight a non-issue.
And the way that they've been doing Bud since the beginning of his career. Man, the weight, this guy is big. It's always been that. It's always been the only, thing that they can point out. But they don't understand that Bud has 10 different ways he can win. That weight is not going to bother him, man. I'm telling you, he's been sparring us and bigger guys for years, and I punch hard as hell, so I ain't worried about that.
Have you noticed?
Steve Nelson added that Crawford has grown stronger as he's moved up in weight. He noticed the difference even in light sparring, saying Crawford's power and pressure now feel like those of a much bigger fighter compared to the welterweight version fans were used to seeing.
Increase in Crawford's power.
Definitely.
Since he has
see my face.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's crazy because other day we was in there and we were just moving around. We wasn't even punching. We were just in there just moving around. And just feeling him and his pressure and his strength pushing me and moving me, it's crazy. It's different. It's different than a 47, a 40, a 35 Crawford.
For Canelo, a win would silence critics who question if his best days are behind him and strengthen his case as one of the greatest Mexican fighters ever. Both men know legacies aren't just built on victories, but on the quality of opponents they defeat. Canelo's longtime trainer, Eddie Reynoso, promised an unforgettable fight. He said this has been one of Canelo's toughest, most focused training camps, sharpening every weapon to overcome any challenge. Reynoso hinted that fans will see a renewed, even more dangerous version of Canelo, one who has added new layers to his already lethal style.
This is the best Canelo we're going to see in 20 years of career, and we're going to show it on Saturday.
This fight is also a clash of styles. Crawford is seen as one of the smartest boxers today, switching stances smoothly, using angles well, and studying his opponents in the early rounds. His footwork, speed, and ring IQ have neutralized world-class fighters at lower weights. Canelo's last opponent, William Skull, backed the Mexican star going into this fight. From his own experience, he said Canelo's size and natural strength at super middleweight give him a clear advantage. Skull added that if the two had met at a catchweight, the fight would feel much more even.
I think it's going to be a great fight. There is a disadvantage in regards to the weight classes. If there wasn't, it would be a 50-50 fight. But because of this fighting at this weight class definitely benefits Canelo. I say about a 75% chance that Canelo wins the fight.
Before the Canelo fight, Crawford's longtime trainer Brian Bomac McIntyre talked about his fighter's mindset. He said Crawford feeds off the crowd's energy, even the jeers, and was ready to embrace the role of villain. Bomac promised that on fight night, fans would see something special.
seeing in him in this fight camp that's been different. I love his energy. I love his energy. Do you feel he's loving this entire atmosphere? I'm sure he is. The villain role I think he's about to take on? I'm sure he is.
Bomac also downplayed the rumors that Terence Crawford had sparred with Jaron Ennis before the Canelo fight. He dismissed it as unimportant for their camp, even though some fans and commentators tried to turn it into a major storyline.
Does that show you guys that he's taking things serious? That he's taking. I don't give a about all that, man. Nobody gives a about that. Everybody else tried to make a big deal about it, but I don't. I don't care. Yeah.
Bomac brushed off the idea that sparring rumors meant anything, saying it wasn't a big deal, even if others tried to make it one. This fight isn't just another headline, it's a clash of skill, power, and legacy. Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez are on a path that could reshape the pound-for-pound conversation. Every sparring story and trainer's comment has only added fuel to the fire, but when the bell rings, talk ends and history begins. Now it's your turn. Who do you think wins this showdown? Share your predictions below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more breakdowns.